music, and everybody get on your feet and let's go right here, right now. Right here, right now, I'm gonna make a brand new start. Right here, right now, I'm gonna make a change in my heart. Everything I need, I now receive, and it's all to me as I believe. Right here, right now, where I am. Back to the start now. Right here, right now, I'm gonna make a brand new start. Right here, right now, I'm gonna make a change in my heart. Everything I need, I now receive, and it's all unto me as I believe. Right here, right now, where I am. Do it again, right here. Right now, I'm gonna make a brand new start. I think we got it. Right here, right now. Right now. I'm gonna make a change in my heart. Everything I need, I now receive, and it's all under me as I believe. Right here, right now, where I am, where I am. Right here, right now, where I am. Where are you? Right here, right now, where I am. Fantastic. Feel that love. Feel that love. Well, you know, you're always welcome to stand up and move around if you want to any of these songs, or you can sit down. It's all perfect. Okay.
Oh yeah, you sure know this one.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it
My. Good morning. Welcome to the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Reverend Steve Van Meter, your seniorist of ministers. And it's my honor and privilege to welcome you here this morning. We've been expecting you. Thank you for not disappointing us. What are you guys doing? Are you guys ready for spring? It's going to be 70 degrees tomorrow. Get your shorts out, get your flip-flops out, go down by the river, go hang out in your favorite swimming hole, huh? Well, we're going to do what we do every Sunday, and that's read our vision mission statement. So sing along. We are an open, loving, spiritual community dedicated to evolving consciousness through teaching spiritual principles. You know, I know that you have a lot of places you could be this morning, but you found yourself here. This is the place to be. Relax, sit back, and be metaphysically entertained by some great music and some great talk and just some great energy. Because can't we all use a little good vibe right now? Yeah, can we? Yeah, we are the vibe that changes the world, right? Right? You think about what you think about, you bring about. So let's take a time out from whatever's going on out there, and let's come inside. Go within. If you don't go within, you go without. But we're going to have some announcements this morning because that's what we do. And I'd like to invite up our board president and practitioner, Jamaica Wallace. Let's hear it for Jamaica.
Good morning. Thank you. Happy spring. Feels so good out there. Nice warmth in the air. All right. So I got a few announcements today. For starters, just a little reminder about our badges that we all do have available just to help us all get to know each other a little bit better. I do see that almost everyone's wearing theirs today, so good job, guys. If you don't have one available with the little plastic cover and you would like one, we do have a sign-up sheet available on the back counter and we can print you up one. Or we do have just little stickers. You can make your own and draw your name on there however you want and use that each week if you'd like to. But we would like you to use one if you wouldn't mind, so we do get to know you a little bit better. And then our counters have a small request as well. If you are choosing to make a donation using the envelopes that are in the seat back there in front of you, they've been having trouble with reading the names on there. So they're just asking if you can print really clearly your first and last name, what the amount is, and then if you would like it to go just to a regular tithing, and if you want it to go to something special, like if we're doing the roof fund or any other type of fundraiser, you can always put that amount there to assure that it gets directed into that fund. So we appreciate that and thank you in advance for that. And then mark your calendars. We have the 4th annual Fun Fair coming up. Woohoo! It's going to be so fun. June the 21st from 11 to 4 p.m. here at the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living. Our theme this year is Ignite the Fun and Shine Your Lights. This is a perfect way for us to celebrate the first day of summer, because June 21st is rolling into that first day of summer. We do have vendor and presenter applications available on the back counter. And if you have any questions, you can speak with Wendy Orsat, who happens to be at the back counter now there. If you have any questions about that, you can see her. All right, and there will be a meeting this afternoon at 2 o'clock for that Fun Fair planning meeting. So if you would like to be a part of the planning and the activities, we would love to have you. It's at 2 o'clock here in the sanctuary this afternoon. And then we also have coming up, mark your calendars, we have a visioning workshop coming soon on April the 6th. Bucky Dinnerline, right here, our magnificent practitioner Bucky, will be hosting a visioning, and there is more information coming out in the e-news this week, and there's a sign-up sheet available on the back counter there, or you could speak with Bucky if you have any questions about that. Right, we have the Nature Immersion Walk at Limpy Creek Botanical Area. That is coming up on March the 30th. Step into the beauty and nature and support a great cause. This is a fundraiser for our roof, and it's Sunday, March the 30th, meeting here at 12:30 to between 12:30 and 12:45, so that we can come together and do carpooling. The walk is from 1 to 3 o'clock, and it will be at the Limpy Creek Botanical Area. The suggested donation is $10 to $20, and 50% of that will be going towards our roof fund. Limpy Creek Botanical Area is one of the most diverse botanical areas, featuring 7 different ecological zones to explore. This gentle guided walk will offer an opportunity to connect with nature, experience the rich biodiversity, and enjoy mindful moments along the trail. Whether you seek inspiration, relaxation, or community, this is a wonderful opportunity to give back while embracing the outdoors. And there's a sign-up sheet available on the back counter for that. And Wendy Orsat will also be facilitating that, so if you have any questions, you can speak with her about that. And I think I skipped, I'm going to come back really quick. Also, the Grooving into Gratitude will be meeting this afternoon. If you're in the Grooving into Gratitude with Deborah Perdue in that class, it will be meeting at 12 o'clock next door at the LEC. No, we've switched it. They're going to be over there. They're at the LEC. Yeah. Okay. A little mix up. We got it straight. Okay. And then, let's see. Nope, I got that. All right. We have another book study going to be starting on April the 10th. This book study group is Living with Joy, and this will be facilitated by Deborah Perdue and Paula Peterson. It starts on April the 10th and will be from 3:30 to 5. Join us for a book study group, Living with Joy, by Sanaya Roman. It's a perfect time to get together each week and use this excellent guide to amplify living with more joy in our lives. It's a love offering donation of $20 per week, or $120 total if paid before the first class. There's a sign-up sheet available on the back counter, or you can speak with Deborah or Paula if you have any other questions about that. Our metaphysical book study group continues to meet on Sunday mornings from 9 to 9:45 next door in the LEC, and they continue to study The Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. Directly after that, our practitioners continue to have the silent meditation. It begins at 9:50 and goes till 10:05. So if you do find that you are entering after that time, please just do it in the silence so you don't disturb those in meditation already. And then our book of the week this week. First, we want to just remind everybody that we do have our Science of Mind magazines available in the bookstore. So if you haven't got yours yet, it is available in there. And our book this week, which is 20% off in the bookstore after service today, is Remembering Who I Am, A Spiritual Guide to Happiness by Jane Beach. Right. Not done with you yet, though. Almost there. All right. Our beautiful flowers today are from Deborah Perdue. They're so gorgeous. Thank you. And do we have anybody that's joining us here for the first time? If you're joining us, please raise your hand. We have a gift for you. Welcome. And please stay after the service and also join us. We have refreshments, and we'd love to get to know you a little better. Thank you. Welcome. Okay. Oh, and over here also. All right. Got a full house today. I love this. Awesome. If anybody has any cell phone, oh, right here, guys. Sorry, right here. There we go. Get them all. Got everybody? Okay. If anybody has a cell phone or anything else that makes any noise, if you could go ahead and put that on silence now, that would be amazing. And let's just take a moment now and just turn to your neighbor. Let's just take a minute and say good morning and introduce yourself and say hi.
Good morning.
All right. Thank you, everybody. And as we come back together. I love this. I got to wrangle everyone back in. We love each other so much, huh? I love this. Look at this. Woohoo! Okay, wrangling them up.
All right, there we go.
We are one.
All right, everybody. Thank you. That's so amazing. Let's go ahead and stand together and sing We Are One. Are one. We are one. I am you, you are me. We are one. And in this unity, we shall live in harmony as peace has come, as we are one. We are one. We are one. I am you, you are me. We are one. And in this unity, we shall live in harmony as peace has come, as we are one. Well, good morning again. I'm still Jamaica, and it is my honor to get to be the podium practitioner for you today. Please join me in reading the gratitude that's on the screen. I am so thankful to align with the coming of spring, planting seeds to harvest when they are ready. Such an honor to get to be here today, and thank you all for coming and being a part of this loving community with us. One of the things we love to do here is pray for you. If you have a prayer request, there's a yellow sheet in the seat back in front of you that you can fill out, and there's a box on the back counter there, or you can put it in the collection plate when it comes around, and we love to pray with and for you. And if you are joining us on Zoom and you would like to put in a prayer request, or if you find yourself throughout the week would like to put one in, you can do that at grantspasscsl.org. And then when you have your demonstration, because we know you will, we have these blue sheets available that you can fill out that demonstration, and we get to take part in that celebration with you as well. So we'd love to see those come in. If you wonder what exactly a licensed practitioner does, there is a gold sheet in the seat back in front of you that you can read. It also gives you our phone numbers. We are here for you, and our main job is to pray. Today, our table practitioner is Deborah Perdue, and she is back there holding the high watch for our service. And she can also direct you to a practitioner for prayer after the service. Any of the practitioners that are available for prayer, if you could raise your hand. Thank you. And now let's read the prayer together on the screen. Today I consciously sow new seeds of intention, free of the ego and rooted in gratitude. And let's remain seated and sing I Am Loved. Yes, it is. Is it? Janice Garbe actually was supposed to be, she's one of our practitioners here, and she was supposed to get to be the podium practitioner today. But unfortunately, she was not feeling well, so she called me up yesterday and asked if I could take the podium for her, which I was happy to do. But she had already done all the work. She had already prepared such a beautiful presentation, and she sent that over to me. And so I just wanted to make sure I give credit where credit is due. I am just the messenger. I get to deliver this beautiful message to you today from Janice. So, this week's theme is planting my intentions. Let's begin with a definition of divine intention. I came across divine. I came. Sorry, I'm going to back that up. Let's begin with a divine. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm going to just. Let's begin with a definition of divine intention I came across. Divine intention is not something we set, it is something we uncover and discover that is already in us. I love this definition of intention. The power of divine intention is indeed within each of us. And it is our innate nature that we are compelled to express ourselves more fully. While creation is certainly about outcomes or manifestation of wanted things and conditions, divine intention is something more. I have found that intention is within a much grander vision. We are the creator of our own experience, and we can deliberately choose a life from divine intention. Intentional creating is about allowing our conscious connections to align vibrationally with our feelings and emotions to the frequency and intensity of the intention so desired. We can deliberately change our frequency from lack to abundance, from fear to faith, from failure to success, by changing the energy of our thoughts and beliefs. Metaphorically, we can look at the creative process as the plant or seed idea planted into the soil, or the law which then accepts it and brings it into form. Ernest Holmes tells us that the idea is planted in the subjective mind, which never argues nor contradicts what is put into it. The thought is at once accepted and acted upon. If one says that he is sick, it at once begins to create a sick condition, for like a mirror, it reflects. And being creative, when it reflects, it tends to create and to cast forth as a condition. The great law of cause and effect is a proven fact. We do reap what we sow. We must learn to plant consciously and intentionally. What we are doing is intentionally allowing the stream of well-being and all that is considered to be good in life to show up for us by allowing ourselves to feel the energy of our cutting-edge new thoughts. The qualities and values that we choose to plant will grow the very qualities we wish to enjoy more fully, such as love, compassion, understanding, kindness, generosity, forgiveness, gratitude, and so on. Any of those qualities that we embody and become vibrationally aligned with, we can and do experience, whether it be to manifest a dying or a healing that we need. We have truly entered into the art of living. Intentions are about being so clear in what we are called to be and do that the universe recognizes that it is born of a deep inner knowing. It is a commitment made so resolute that it becomes a covenant, a powerful pact, or a sacred agreement that aligns so harmoniously with the life essence of spiritual energy that the tumblers of the universe will roll into alignment and make the way possible for our fulfillment. Therefore, by aligning the powerful vibration of our belief with the frequency and vibration of the potential energy of our intentions, a current is established with our source, and a movement begins evolving our divine intention, and life flows more synchronously. Inspirations become frequent, and what some may call miracles seem to occur naturally. The universe begins to support us in profound ways, helping us evolve into our fullest self. Therefore, it is my divine intention to live as fully expressed in each moment as I can be. For me, that means there is no hiding or holding back my highest service. The part of us that calls us forward from within is who we really are. It is the God particle, our divine intention. Our divine intention is our God particle or our inner essence. It is the creative force within us. I have found when I live from authenticity, free from ego, my divine intentions flow harmoniously. May each of us embrace the magic of the creative process as we let go of the old and welcome in the new reality that reflects our divine inheritance of love. Let us remember that by embracing our intentions as co-creators, we contribute to the elevation of the collective consciousness. Let us anchor these higher intentions into these higher intentions to be the change we wish to see in the world, knowing our journey is one of love, faith, and grace. And I invite you now, let's just take a few moments to go into the silence, and I will call us back with an invocation. In this place of oneness, I speak a word of blessing upon this service in advance, knowing that everyone here and on Zoom is blessed. I know each of us plant our seeds with care, knowing that we carry our intentions into fertile soil and grow out into our lives and into the world, making it a better place for all. I'm so grateful for knowing the truth and this amazing shift in consciousness. And it's with great love and conviction that I release my word into the law, knowing it is already done. And we can affirm this together by saying, and so it is. And now we will have some special music from Chip and Bucky and the crew. See? Nope, just Chip and Bucky and Chris. Yes, okay. And followed by Reverend Steve's amazing talk.
So much fun to have Chris and sing with us. It's wonderful.
When thinking of songs this week, we've been listening to Reverend Steve for the last few weeks. We talked about doing our work, and today is reinforcing setting intentions, and also the fact that some of the spiritual readings have been about focus on the practice, focus on the work, the project, not just on your preconceived end for how it's exactly going to come together. So this is a little bit a song about the two parts of setting it in motion and getting out of the way. I met a woman who was troubled. She could not find her way. She said, my life's become a struggle just to make it through the day. She said, I pray there's something better, but I guess it's just a dream. I try so hard to get there, but I just never find the means. Well, it's hard to trust sometimes, harder to believe. There's a time for us to do our work, time for us to leave it to spirit. When you know you've done your best, you've got to trust the universal law. Let the spirit do the rest. You gotta set it in motion, get out of the way. Fill it with emotion and let it play. Get out of the way. I met a man who was discouraged. He could not make his dreams come true, though he never lacked the courage to do anything that he had to. But he lacked the understanding. Some things can't be forced. You've got to set your best intentions and then let nature take the course. But it's hard to trust. Sometimes it's harder to believe that there's a time for us to do our work, a time for us to leave. When you know you've done your best, you gotta trust the universal law. Let spirit do the rest. Oh, you gotta set it in motion, get out of the way. Fill it with emotion and let it play. Let's dance across the universe each day. You know we get what we believe when you're ready to receive. Got to set it in motion, get out of the way. I don't need to know your story to know that there's a light inside you, to know that you will be alright as long as you let the Spirit guide you. Tomorrow is another day, another dance, another chance worries on the shelf. You can't do this all yourself. I saw the man who was discouraged and the woman who lost her way. She said, I finally think I understand what you're trying to say. He said, I think I realize why nothing seemed to change. I tried everything I could think of, except letting go of the reins. Now I'm gone, send it in motion, get out of the way. Fill it with emotion and let it play. Let's dance across the universe each day. Oh, get what we believe, when you're every seed. You got to set it in motion, get out of the way. Fill it with emotion and let it play. Let it dance across the universe each day. Oh, we get what we believe when you're ready to receive. Got to set it in motion, get out of the way. Set it in motion, get out of the way. Get what we believe, and when you're ready to receive, you got to set it in motion, get out of the way.
Hey, hey. Let's hear it for Chip, Bucky, and Chris. That's an original song, isn't it? Thank you. Well, here we are, springtime. I just wanted to let you know that we have a couple things available in our bookstore. These are our teaching symbol stickers. We're going to talk more about the teaching symbol in just a minute. We have these Respond with Love bumper stickers, right? Instead of resisting, why don't we respond with love? You know, sometimes it's tough love, okay? And for those of you that want to be a little more indiscreet, you can have a pink one that's a little smaller. So people have to get right up on your bumper to see what's going on. Well, before I get into my formal talk about spring, planting my intentions, I'm going to talk about what's going on in the world right now. Have you noticed there's some energy going on in the world right now? There's some transformation happening, right? Doesn't matter if you're red, white, or blue, or brown, or black, or tan. There is some energy moving. There is a shift happening. Are you getting a little ticked off? Well, let's funnel that energy into transformation. See, we're going through a collective death and a rebirth. Huge. It happens every 250 years, and here it is. It's this year. Well, congratulations. You got to be alive during the transformation. Are you ready to think beyond political thinking? Beyond limited thinking? You know, humanity is in the midst of what I call a CTE, a collective transformative experience. Now, when we went through a few years ago this thing called the, whatever that thing was where we had to shut down and Everybody got shots and all, all that thing. That was to prep us for new times that are coming. We got a little taste of what it's like to change. And now we're going through another one. What's happening isn't just personal, it's planetary. And we are in the death phase of this transformation. There's a crumbling of the old paradigm. We're watching systems and beliefs and old ways of thinking that no longer serve the greater good dissolve and fall apart in real time. And it's uncomfortable, isn't it? I mean, yeah, it's interesting. It's very entertaining. Yeah. Institutions that once held authority are being exposed and revealed for their flaws. But there's some good that we can salvage from what is going on too, can't we? I mean, you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Well, some people do, apparently. The old paradigms and ways of being and thinking and living are no longer sustainable, and we're seeing that. We're seeing that. The old paradigm of fear and scarcity and hierarchy and control are no longer serving the greater good. That's evident. Things are falling apart. But they're falling apart to fall back together in a whole new way. On a personal level, we are discovering that the lives that we were programmed to live don't fit into the new energy of the world that works for everyone. We are creating a world that works for all. And right now, we are seeing a world that works for no one. Sometimes when you have a festering wound, you have to open it to the light to have transformation within it. If you close it up while it's still festering, it will continue to have a problem. So right now, we are exposing some things that we need to change. Are you in a job that drains your soul? Or a relationship that lacks authenticity? Structures built on power and oppression that are no longer workable? And with that collapse, there is grief, confusion, and a feeling that if the old world is crumbling, what the heck is coming next? That's where we come in. We're positive thinkers. We don't just crawl under a rock and wonder what happened. We're doers, we're changers. That's how this whole experiment came to pass, right? It is becoming time for the rebirth phase and the emergence of a new way of thinking, living, and being. Can you feel it? There's some divine unrest happening within you. You can call it that if you want. Death is always followed by rebirth. It can be no other way. Energy just doesn't go away. It transforms. Always. And what I would say is, step over the body. Step over the old way of thinking. Now, this isn't that we don't honor what it was, but we're not stuck there. See, if you're feeling agitated, you're sending attention to what you don't want. And we need to start inventing what we do want. Let go of the old. Let go of the old, because we need to reformulate something. Right now, people like us who believe in positive thinking at Centers for Spiritual Living and other positive thought teachings across the globe are the pioneers of this brave new world. We're moving away from the top-down control of authoritarianism and narcissistic energy, and we're moving into a community-driven solution. You're getting to know your neighbors, or you will. Maybe you don't know who lives next door, or maybe you should. People are reclaiming their personal power, and it's time for the divine feminine power to reemerge. Isn't it? Do you feel it? Come on, guys, let it go. His story is crumbling, and her story is reemerging as the new reality. This isn't about male or female. It's about what is right and wrong. There is an energy that needs to reemerge. And we replace that need for external validation. Creativity, beauty, and care of Mother Earth are beginning to be the new norm. It's time. How do you know it's time? Because it's time. Why is this happening now? Because it's now. You know, let's start with small things that we can do. Shop locally, take care of your neighbor, your nearbys. That's why they're called neighbors, nearbys. And this is becoming the norm. You know, if you see your neighbor's lawn needs to be cut, why don't you just go cut it instead of complaining about it? Look how powerful you'll feel when you go help somebody that didn't even ask for it. Now, they may be a little ticked off that you did it, but maybe ask first, yeah. You know, spiritual growth and healing is becoming the new way of life. Look at how many people came today. This is because you're like, hey, I need something spiritual in my life. I need something different. We're shifting towards higher consciousness. You are being called up. So don't get mad. Be the transformative energy that this world is calling you to be. Go save the whales. Go take a hike in nature and hug a tree. Go recycle something. Right? That's what's happening here. Death and rebirth are messy experiences, aren't they? But they're essential for our transformation. You know, I hate long goodbyes. I really do. I want it to change. I just want to get through this. But some of us are still in the process of awakening to their greatness. See, it's not us against them. It's us against lower consciousness. It's all of us. There's only one of us here. God, Spirit, power, love, Christ consciousness, whatever you want to call it. You see, we are deeply interconnected beings of higher consciousness. We always have been, but we got away from that. And now we're coming back together. That's what's happening here. And this process isn't linear. It's not like we go to bed in lower consciousness and we wake up in higher consciousness, although it can happen that way. But most of us have a process. Life is a process, just like a sailboat. If you've ever been a sailor, you know, a sailor says they're making for a harbor. They don't say they're going there. Because if she will find you worthy, she will let you get there. If not, she will let you get somewhere else. Right? I've had firsthand experience of that. Almost lost my life out in the middle of the ocean. I'm going to that place. She said no. A sailboat tacks back and forth, depending on the wind and the water and the current and the tact that you use on your sails. And if you've got everything going for you, you can go pretty fast in one direction. But if it's against you, you'll go very fast in a different direction. But you have to listen with your mind of what she's telling you. We need to develop that inner wisdom. This zigzagging is a way we get to the new world of higher consciousness. So enjoy the ride, because the ride is the destination. We are in the middle of that process, and the paint is not dry yet. You know, I'm a house painter, and there's nothing worse than the client coming in just after you did a coat of paint and they're like, it looks terrible. I'm like, the paint is drying. Come back in a couple hours, you know? It's not like the old world collapses and the new world is fully formed the next day. You know, we have builders and we have wreckers. And the wreckers are very busy right now. But the builders are gearing up. The builders are always at work, building from the ashes of what was the previous experience and building it even better than it was before. Both are necessary for the evolution of consciousness. So don't poo-poo someone's wrecking. Just go, oh, that's a very interesting way of expressing. There's probably could have been a different way. We are in the void right now, between worlds where everything seems chaotic. Everything's kind of up in the air, isn't it? We need to become fully planted in midair. This is where creation happens. We are in the birth, death, and rebirth canal process. This is why we're feeling this so intensely right now. We are the beings giving birth and being birthed all at the same time. Isn't it exciting? Wee! And exhausting? Take a nap. Get a sandwich and take a nap. It's like learning how to breathe underwater. You know, when we were in the embryo, we breathed liquid. Didn't we? That's before our lungs were, our moms breathed for us, right? That's how it works. And after birth, we learn to breathe air on our own. That's why they slap you on the butt. What a great awakening. Yeah, let's slap them. How about just, tickling me? I'll laugh, and that will get my lungs going, right? You don't just slap me into the next plane of existence. But here we are. And that within us knows what to do. That within you knows how to make its transition. Did you know how to birth yourself when you were born? Did you read the manual? Apparently some of us did not. We get confused and scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Fear not. When we think that we're out of control, we get a little crazy. But this teaching is about knowing that it's not you that's doing it, that there is a power that knows what it's doing. And as we align with our spiritual essence, something new is born. Don't spin out right now. The world needs you to be conscious. We are learning how to rewrite and rewire reality. We are building a new spaceship, a new starship while flying an old airplane. But the magic is that we don't believe that we can float. We can float under our own power. Do you believe that? I so want to float. I can't wait till I can float. I do. I believe that we can float. You're not changing your life. You're turning into the energy of the change itself in the new world. That's why it feels so wonky right now. I'm here to tell you it's okay. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna figure it out. If this world was gonna shut itself down, it would have done so a long time ago. It would have spun out of control before we even, before the dinosaurs were even around. But it didn't. Here we are. And here's the thing. We don't need to have all the answers right now. And consciously, we don't have them. But they're within us, waiting to be birthed and emerged. The path is being created as we walk it. But it's not just you. There are millions of people having the exact same awakening experience together all at the same time as a collective. A community transformative experience. There is a spiritual transformation that's happening, and that's what you're feeling. And it's okay. Breathe. There is that within you that knows exactly what's going on. I can't do this alone, but we, the people, can do this together, can't we? They're not the boss of us. Who do you think you are? Keep trusting the pull into higher consciousness. You're being called up to higher consciousness, and your resistance is, I don't want to go. I like the old ways. And that's okay. We could be nostalgic. But we have to be open to a new way of understanding things. This is what opens the higher realms of awareness for us. We need to step out of fear and into creative energy thinking and this new transformative energy. The new world that we're building together is this new spiritual community and a whole new way of life. Isn't that awesome? I want to get you from the challenge into the energy of how awesome the new experience of yourself is becoming. See, if we stay in the challenge, we point at the challenge, what are we? We're part of the challenge. If you're complaining about the challenge, you're growing it. So, this is to turn away from it, not to deny it, but don't give it any more of your precious power. Go, you know what? That was then, and this new higher consciousness is now. This is the way we're going to be doing things now. Right? Know that you are not crazy. You are deeply tuned into transformative thinking. You are one of the pioneers of this new expression. Do you know how much spiritual coin you had to pay to be alive right now during this time? You're like, I wish I hadn't. Why me? Why not you? You hold a piece of the puzzle. You are an intricate part of this rebirth. Thank you. Thank you for being here, light worker. Light worker? Okay, now I'll get into my talk. I spent my whole time in the energy of that. But I think we needed to address it, didn't we? Okay, so my talk addresses this about spring. The spring equinox in the northern hemisphere is the beginning of transformative renewal. You see little flowers starting to come up? It's going to be 70 degrees tomorrow. There's transformation. Yeah, it's not 40 degrees anymore. A time to sow new seeds of thought that will blossom later in the year as a new transformative world that we're building together. This week, we look at how we can align with this positive, powerful energy of spring. You know, it's no like mystery that all this is going on during the springtime. Everything happens at a certain time. Turn, turn, turn. So let's go to the next slide. This is called the creative process in the individual. You notice that it's up here. When I first came into this church, I thought it stood for Van Meter. I was like, they got me, man. It's my last name. It's like, no. What it is it's a teaching tool. So go ahead and go to the next slide. So you may not be able to see this, but right up here, it says old idea. And it repeats and repeats and becomes an automatic pattern. Habitual belief and behavior. And experiences validate that belief, and we continue to repeat it over and over again. See the seed, the soil, and the plant? So, a new idea, a new vision, and a new choice into the soil of your soul, the law, the way things work, prayer, meditation, creates a new experience. That's where we're at. That's what's going on right now. Isn't that cool? But we have to break out of this. And sometimes the breaking out of it can seem a little scary. And that's okay. Again, I'm not here to poo-poo your scare. I'm here to say, yes, you're scared. But use that energy of transformation to move you forward. Consciously, we are sowing new intentions, free from the ego and rooted in gratitude. So, you have an idea in the top section. See that left side of the V? And you put it into the soil in the center, or your soul, and you get a result. A plant. A root goes down and a leaf goes up. And what happens at the end of summer? That plant lands back into the soil to regenerate itself and become the soil that grows the next rose. And on and on. This goes like this constantly. That's what's going on here. Eckhart Tolle, in his book, The Stillness Speaks, wrote, when you pay more attention to what you do than to the future result you want to achieve it by, you break the old conditioning. Then your doing is not only much more effective, but infinitely more joyful and satisfying. Eckhart Tolle. This week we align to the spring equinox and step into the consciousness of sowing our intentions. What is your greatest yet to be? What is your dream? To survive this right now, right? I just want to know that I'm going to be okay and that, things are going to go back to normal. No, there's a new normal being built. The thoughts and the visions of what we wish to experience are in our consciousness, and we need to hold those. Don't fixate on the old and what's going on. That keeps that in place. You can go to the next slide. The fruits of our desired experience are in the soil right now. As a science of mind practitioner, you are practicing higher consciousness. There is not a spot where God is not. Remember that in the midst, when something comes up and you're looking at the news going, what? Go, that's very interesting way of expressing, but not my way. Turn away. Turn the TV off. Put on the Animal Planet. Because we live in this world of effects where it's an exorbitant amount of inequity, including classism and sexism and many other isms. And the challenge becomes, how do we rise higher and grow deeper? It is important to take some quality time with ourselves. Make an appointment with your divine self. You need to break out of this, what's going on in the news? During this divine appointment with yourself, disconnect from the comings and goings of that energy, from the activities that you think you need to fulfill. Disconnect from any chores of the day, from the TV, from social media, newspapers and emails, etc. Can you do that? Oh, but what if I miss what I'm... Make special time each day to go into the silence for yourself. Or go out in nature. When you're watching a squirrel, you're not worried about what's going on the TV. When you're spending time in the ocean, in the water, with the whales who are calling for us to listen right now, there's something we can do. There's something we can do. Be kind, be soft, be gentle with yourself. 5 minutes. Give yourself 5 minutes and grow that 5 minutes into half an hour a day of just being with nature or just being in silence. Observe those areas in your life where you may have forgotten that you are a divine being. And when you become aware that there is a place that is out of alignment, when something triggers you, for example, politics, maybe not agreeing with the person or the political party that's the head of your country or anything like that, ask yourself, am I reacting from love or fear? Respond with love. Tough love. But go, you know what? I love you enough to let you go. Am I worried or preoccupied or feeling indifferent? Notice what your vibration is. Go to the power of positive thinking. The world of effects is constantly changing, and sometimes things happen that are not pleasant or logical to our perception of life. Again, Eckhart Tolle tells us, when you are immersed in compulsive thinking, you are avoiding what is. You don't want to be aware of where you are here and now. Wake up! Remember, the things and the experiences you do not like are not outside of the oneness. They must also be part of the whole. And our job is to transform it, to see it rightly. Quantum physics tells us that we live in a world of infinite possibilities and that we create our experience through the attention we give in the moment. Where's your attention? Well, if I don't think about what's going wrong, it may go wronger. No. We need to stop that stinking thinking. Boom. Come on. Hey. So, I'm way over time here. Let me get to my conclusion. Gratitude sows a shift, a feeling of love that blooms in your cells and your consciousness. In this time of spring regeneration and the spring equinox, you can feel yourself, you can free yourself from the ego experience in this back and forth of life and consciously align with the creative process. Creative process. Do this by seeding your intentions, by introspecting, and by facing any tendency to create a spiritual bypass. Oh, it's all good. No, it's not all good. It hurts. I'm feeling hurt about this right now. But what am I going to do about it? What do I want to experience? We need to move our attention to what we do want. So plant your intention to be the love you seek in the world, and love will be what you reap. So it is. Amen. Thank you. Namaste. So it's time for us to follow our teaching and go within. So I invite you to bring to the forefront of your consciousness what you believe the power of creation is to you. You can call it Christ consciousness, Jesus Christ, Great Spirit, source energy, whatever it is that is your word, bring it to the forefront of consciousness right now. Let it encompass you. For it is truly who and what you are. There's not God and you, there's God as you. And as we unify in that field of all opportunity, a new resolution is born. A new way of thinking is being birthed right here and right now. Something wonderful is happening. I may not know what you're working with, but I know that the power that created you knows exactly what it is. And as we become conscious of the solution, miraculous energy is now activated. A healing is happening. A new design for living is being reconstructed as you, right now, you are being presented with the answers, with the healing, and with the revealing of a new truth. And as such, the world is being transformed into a more loving and sustainable energy of Mother Earth. Yes. Oh, how good it feels to know that whatever is happening, whatever is going on, is part of the resurgence of love. If we can just remember that love is the very glue that holds everything together, transformation is happening. How grateful we are. Like a fountain, ever flowing with that love and bubbling over itself into existence from an inexhaustible source to an inexhaustible destination. You are the divine. You are the answer. And you are well equipped with all you will ever need as part of this transformative energy. So let's give great thanks. For gratitude is the key. Thank you, divine loving wisdom of divine creation, for letting us be the stewards and the midwives of this new energy. So we let go. We release this into the living, loving law of mind where God is God in every experience, no matter what the form. So as we let go and we let God be God in our lives, there is a new smile within us, a new love. And we whisper those words of wisdom. Let it be. So it is. Amen. Okay. Oh, there you are. Hello. Welcome back. Okay, it's time for our offertory. So if you'd like to get your offering, and maybe you're just offering your heart today, and put your hand on your heart. Let's bless this together. I give freely and joyously, knowing a limitless, invincible, opulent wealth and supply in my being and in the world. So it is. This is you guys.
Love this song because you can always do something. And that's what this song is about. Two old birds in the sun, gray and weary, never moving to the pond far away. It's too hot out there today. Finally one lifts a wing, but the other says too tired. I'll just stay where I am. It's too hard to fly today, don't think I can. Come along, says the verse. If you want to quench your thirst, you've got to move around. Put your beak into the ground, bit by bit, close still. It's a matter of the will, step by step, side by side. Ride the wind up to the water and get wet. And if you can't fly, you can run. And if you can't run, you can walk. And if you can't walk, you can crawl. That's the glory of it all. If you can't crawl, you can roll. Keep your eye on the goal. You have your place in the flock. And if you can't roll, then you can rock. Two old fish, slow and cool, reminiscing in the pool about the time they got away, and their friends who didn't pay attention. So don't get hooked. Find the center of the stream. You can just go with the flow, and then swim right up that river to your dream. And if you can't swim, you can row. If you can't row, you can glide. If you can't ride, you can glide. That's the beauty of the tide. And if you can't ride, you can roll. Keep your eyes upon your goal. You have your place in the boat. And if you can't row, then you can float. Said you couldn't do it. Who put you in that hole? You only see your obstacle whenever you take your eye off of your goal. Two old friends sitting around, sometimes birds and sometimes fishes, sometimes flopping all around in a tangle of big wishes, belly flopping on the pond, stumbling wobbly on and on. But take a step every day, and soon you'll climb that mountain in your way. Go if you can't fly, you can run. If you can't run, you can walk. If you can't walk, you can crawl. That's the glory of it all. If you can't crawl, you can roll. If you can't ride upon your goal, you have your place in the run. And if you can't roll, then you. If you can't fly, you can run. And if you can't run, you can walk. If you can't walk, you can crawl. That's the glory of it all. If you can't crawl, you can roll. Keep your eye upon the goal. You have your place in the flock. And if you can't roll, then you. If you can't roll, then you. And if you can't roll, then you can rock.
Thank you, guys. All right, let's say a prayer for our offertory this morning. From the love of pure spiritual energy, these tithes and gifts have been collected. They are evidence of our faith, our belief, and our ability to manifest in this world of form. They do good work in this world. They bless the giver and the receiver and allow this, the Grants Pass Center for Spiritual Living, to be open and available to those who are choosing to remember who they are, and for those who may not even know it yet. And for that, this entire community and world is blessed with positive spiritual energy. And so it is.
And so it is.
All right, let's stand up for our closing song.
sure who made this phrase up. I think it's somebody famous. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good I can do. I love it. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good I can do.
And now for our benediction, please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening right now.
Something wonderful is happening right now.
It's happening in my mind. It's happening in my body. And it's happening in the body of my affairs. I think it. I feel it. And I know it.
I know it
Just the way that it is.
just the way that it is,
And just the way that it is not.
just the way it is.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, Lord.
Have an awesome week, everybody.
I cannot do all the good